The Call of Adventure, Part 1. In a land where mountains touched clouds and rivers flowed in silver ribbons, there lived a young man named Arthur. He was as poor as a church mouse and dreamed of adventures, of distant lands and incredible wonders. But how do you set off when you don't have a penny in your pocket? Arthur decided to go to the fair, where street fights were held. He had considerable strength, and luck accompanied him. Over time, he became a local legend, the Red Fist, for whom people willingly bet their last coins. With the money in his pocket, Arthur went to the nearest forest, bought a fishing rod, and went to the river. Fishing calmed me down, allowed me to forget about the fuss. One day, sitting on the shore, he noticed a fluffy white dog rushing towards him, covered in mud and hungry. The dog, which Arthur named White, turned out to be a loyal friend, and since then they have not parted. Arthur fished, the white man brought firewood, and in the evening they shared the catch. Arthur soon realized that fish could bring him more money than street fighting. He went to the market and sold fresh catch, but always left one fish for a homeless old man who was sitting at the city gate. One day, the old man, surprised by Arthur's generosity, asked, "Why are you doing this? You're not rich yourself." "Because I've always dreamed of traveling, and kindness, I think, brings good luck," Arthur replied. The old man smiled. "You're right, my boy. Kindness is a treasure." He handed Arthur 5 gold coins. "To your dream, young adventurer." Happy, Arthur bought himself a horse named Thunder and took a white one with him. The journey has begun. Thunder, however, was not an easy horse. White, cheerful and nimble, liked to bite Thunder by the tail. One day, Thunder, unable to stand it, kicked the white man, and he flew away. Arthur, horrified, discovered that Thunder was injured. "Where should I go now?" Arthur cried, looking at the wounded horse. "There is no doctor in this city who can cure Thunder." Then he decided to go into the forest, hoping to find some village. With the white one, who, fortunately, was unharmed, he made his way through the dense thickets. In the depths of the forest, he found a small village. "Do you know where you can find a doctor who can cure a horse?" Arthur asked the residents. "No, young man," the elder replied. "But dwarves live in the mountains. They know many medicinal herbs. Maybe they can help." Arthur, clinging to the last hope, went to the mountains. With great difficulty, he found the entrance to the dwarf cave. The dwarves, stern and distrustful, treated Arthur coldly, but he was convincing in his requests. "We know medicines for people, but the horse is not our business." "Speak to the elves," said the dwarf elder. "Also, don't forget, if you ever need a real friend, come to us. We dwarves don't abandon our own." Arthur, upset, went to the forest. There he found an abandoned elven temple surrounded by ancient trees. The elves, graceful and wise, listened sympathetically to Arthur's story. "Your horse is dead," said the elven elder, "but we can give you a water potion. It will protect you from the danger that you will encounter on the way. And we'll take the dog. She will live with us in the temple. You have to kill the Hydrokraken." "A Hydrokraken?" Arthur was surprised. "Yes," the elf replied. "It's a monster that lives in the ocean. He threatens all of us. You have to stop him." Arthur didn't know how he could handle such a powerful monster, but he promised the elves that he would do everything in his power. He went to the sea. Huge waves were beating against the shore, covering it with foam. Arthur plunged into the water, armed only with a sword. The Hydrokraken was a formidable beast, with huge tentacles studded with sharp hooks and eyes as huge as barrels. The battle was unequal. Arthur fought hard, fending off the blows of the tentacles and dodging the toothy mouths. But the Hydrokraken was too strong. At that moment, elves appeared in the sky, sitting on Pegasus. They started shooting at the Hydrokraken with bows. The Hydrokraken, weakened by the arrows, sank to the bottom of the sea. The elves and dwarves that Arthur met in the mountains came to his aid. Now they have become firm friends. Walking along the way, Arthur saw a homeless elf sitting by the road. "What happened?" Arthur asked. "Run to the castle," the elf whispered. "Kill the dragon. He's threatening the kingdom. If you don't do this, everyone will die." At that moment, the castle guards appeared and killed the elf. But Arthur had already heard his words. He decided that he had to do everything in his power to protect the kingdom. He went to the castle. The dragon, huge and powerful, was sleeping in the dungeon. Arthur took the chance and, armed with blades, picked up the abandoned armor at the castle gate and put it on himself. The dragon woke up. The battle lasted for 3 days and 3 nights. Arthur fought off the dragon's blows, dodging its flames. But he was tired, and so, in the end, he was able to pierce the dragon's heart with his sword. The dragon let out a terrible roar and fell dead. The whole kingdom rejoiced. Arthur became a hero,